Okay, good morning. Welcome, storytellers. We are on day 7 of Story Spark session. And even though it is the start of the week, we are actually going to start with something called reflections of the week because most of you have shown up for many days, almost. I think Venkat has shown up for almost all days, and Dinesh has also been there for a few days. So today's Spark session is going to be all about reflection, where we are reflect on what we have done throughout the week, and I'm going to give you certain pointers or prompts, and you need to reflect on that. Now there may be many prompts, so you don't need to answer all the prompts. But what I want you to do is, based on the question that I'm going to share, write down whatever is coming into your mind, and then we'll go into the sharing session where you can share what did you reflect upon, and then we'll end up, as we do always, is end up with some powerful affirmations. So that's how it's going to be. I'm going to start sharing the music and also start giving some prompts for you to reflect upon. So get your pen and paper ready. So as we start the day 7, I want you to think about, for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 days that you have been showing up, what has been your biggest personal insight? What was the biggest learning that you had throughout this week? Next one is about belief. What was the limiting belief that you challenge yourself, that you let go of? What were the limiting beliefs that you think that you have overcome or you have completely gone out of? The next one is, what is this new identity or feeling that you have started associating with yourself? You worked on the identity of a storyteller, so this is related to that. What is that new identity you are slowly starting to correlate or connect with? This is now what I am becoming. So, Alkaji, we are doing a reflection of the last 7 days, and we are reflecting on what we have gone through. So I'll repeat the question. We have gone through a couple of questions. So the first question was, what is the biggest insight you received in the week that you have attended the session? The second reflection was, what is the limiting belief that you have started to challenge or you have started to come out of? And the last question that we did was, what is the new identity that you are associating? So we worked on the identity part of it. How much and what kind of identity now you are associating now that you have been part of these sessions for 7 days? Two more questions that I want you to reflect, and as I said, you don't have to answer all the question, but when you answer, answer it freely, which means that we'll come to that part, but do not give the question and answer. I want you to just answer so that it becomes like what you are telling to yourself and to others. Okay, so the second last question is, what kind of audience do you feel that you are called to serve them? What kind of audience you want to serve? And the last question is, what kind of impact you want to create with your story? I'll give you about 30 seconds to 45 seconds to finish what you're writing, and then we'll get into hearing zone. Okay, last 10 seconds. Okay, so I want you to, if I'm sure you would have written the answers. I want you to give the answer not like a question and answer, because then it becomes very transactional. I want you to give whatever question, whatever answer you have written. I want you to give that answer in one flow, without telling the question that okay, the kind of what the question was, what kind of audience you want to serve, and my answer is no. Just say that I want to serve so and all. I want to have this and this impact, without telling the question, so it becomes a wholesome a story that you're going to tell yourself, if I may call upon. So let's start with Venkat. So tell us what all you have written. I'm going to add you to spotlight. Yes.
My biggest insight is from the last week lesson learned is massive action. If we take massive action, then won't be any pressure at that target date. So I push myself. Um, in this, we have two things. One is we can say excuse and we can take massive action. If we do excuse, if we say excuse, then it harm you or feel negative or bad about yourself. So it again creates inferiority complex, something it goes to in the negative side. If we take the massive action, we will feel pride and we feel good about us.
Yeah.
So it is foremost important. I learned last week, and last week during the um, holiday itself, I attended the story spark session. So that time I think two things. One is excuse or take action. Then I take action and join the session. So that things, and my limiting belief is we are part of our surroundings, I believe. But in this, if we move to other surrounding, how to overcome and how to develop in that surrounding, that is my limiting belief. That is I'm approaching to how to overcome that belief. So my identity is I am a public speaker and influencer. I want to serve uh, introvert, because many introverts thinking that they are shy people or they are have inferiority complex. So there is a difference between shy, inferiority, and introvert that I want to um, motivate introvert to become a take massive action. My uh, impactness to the audience is take massive action. That's all. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was amazing. Story power to you. So everybody write SPTY Venkat. And now we'll go to Dineshji. So unmute yourself and would love to hear your insight as well.
Thank you. My biggest insight that I have received, that is my learning. So, biggest learning that I am getting from this platform is the system. One should follow the system. That is very much necessary. And second most important is focus.
Yeah.
I should focus on particular item. Then only I can proceed. Then the next question is limited belief. I always think that I am MBA. मुझे बहुत आता है. It's it's not like that. It's not like that. And when you are open-minded and
Yes.
you think that still there is a gap and you need to learn, then only you learn.
So true.
So that I'm focusing and I'm really learning. I'm happy that so many changes I see in myself. Just now I completed one meeting and there it was one of the best presentation I could give. So this was one of the reason. Next is new identity. Now, for this, I need to brand myself what I should do because I think that I'm good at this area, that area, particular,
Mm-hmm.
but I need to focus on that and especially on my niche. Where should I focus?
Mm-hmm.
But there are two thought which comes to my mind. One is as per the emerging market, I should go, which is not that important to me. Second is the which one I like. So there are
Mm-hmm.
certain area which I like. I want to focus in that only. So let it be whether they are good, bad, or they are emerging or not, or whatever they are. So that I'm planning slowly. Next is what kind of audience you are planning to serve. So this is really a very important question. As I
Yep.
said just now, I attended the meeting. So there was a one gentleman, Michael Dugas. This man, he's an ordinary chef. So what he did is he went and attended international conference on hotel management, and
Mm-hmm.
there he gave his 100 cards to 100 people. And by the end of the meeting in the evening, he got 10 offers to come and speak on their stages.
Yeah.
So what I mean is I need to focus and I need to decide that what type of audience I need to serve. So once do that, then it will be much better.
Yes.
Then next is what kind of impact you want to create with your audience. Here, for me, it is only the one and most simple impact is you try to be truthful, try to be honest, try to be. So it works very well with me at least. I don't want to hide anything, or I want to super fine, or I don't want to see that the message goes in a wrong way. So these are few of the thought that came to my mind by asking your questions.
Amazing. That's great insight. Thank you so much for sharing and story power to you as well. So SPTY Dineshi, everybody right. And let's now go to Dr. Alka.
Okay, so whatever I'm learning, I'm not putting into massive action. This is what I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to focus on my image as a speaker. So my audience is definitely 35 to 45 years of age, youngsters. But yesterday, like how Dinesh ji is saying, I attended a seminar and in which my husband was speaking on osteoporosis and I also spoke. But there was another doctor who was speaking on the broken heart. And I
Mm-hmm.
that That is what I speak about, emotional intelligence. So you can get a heart attack even if you don't have high cholesterol. You can get a heart attack even if you are a vegetarian. You can get a heart attack even if your angiography is normal. And that is what I got. My limiting belief was shattered yesterday, one of them, because of this damn thing that I always thought that cholesterol, if it is high, you will get a heart attack. If you're having a type A personality, if you're a rigid person, you get a heart attack. That is true, of course, but it's not necessary that it has to be accompanied with high cholesterol. So anyway, but this platform per se, what is teaching me is the way Haritosh behaves. He's so dedicated, he's so focused, and he's so immersed. Even Sunday, he's there available for all of us. And for me, I promised myself, yesterday was my birthday, and I promised myself I am going to attend the session no matter what. And at 4:25, I got up and I said, no, no, let me sleep for some more time. And I have an alarm which is there for 6 o'clock, but it did not come, or it was going on, or it went on vibration mode. So for me, alarm is not important, but I have to take a lesson from Haritosh, from you. And I don't know what is stopping me from making my videos. I'm not able to make my video. Something every time I tell Haritosh, now I'm going to make my video, and then I put my phone and I go away. And then Haritosh doesn't ask me for it. What happened to your video? And then I say, good, he did not ask me. But that's not what the life is all about. No, you're not run away from the teacher, and you can't hide from your teacher. So I have to understand why I am not able to make my videos, number one. Number two, I had a chat with Dinesh ji because of the platform you're talking, and I got a lot of breakthroughs in my life. We had a little bit of talk, but what I understood was that I'm too much of a bending person. I bend too much. I do too much
Hmm.
with everybody. Swikar, karte karte, I have become a person who is like too empathetic, and there is a limit that you can do that. And that's when another breakthrough I got from your platform, Haritosh. It's because of you, you bring people on this platform, and I'm able to talk to them. I'm also getting a very big breakthrough with Venkat. Venkat is so dedicated. He's like so dedicated. I can't even imagine. And today, what he said, what did he say? His breakthrough was massive action versus excuses. I
Yes.
have I have to understand that. What is my excuse for not making a video? Why am I not making my video? Why I'm lazy? What is it stopping me from making a video? I'm going to write it down, the various reasons that were stopping me. So my identity is I'm going to become a good dynamic speaker, a confident speaker, a fearless speaker. That's what I'm doing. So thank you so much, Haritosh, for this platform. I'm really grateful to you.
Thank you so much, and that was so powerful. SPTY, first of all, to you, SPPTY, Dr. Alka, and I'm gonna only say that sometimes we tend to overcomplicate things. If you're here, you're very presentable. After the session, why not create your first video then and there? Because when we overcomplicate, that's when things happen. So I saw the smile, I saw the laugh that happens, and that is, I'm gonna be little bit blunt over here. That is the excuse that is stopping you, right? We don't need to be perfect, and people are not looking for perfect speaker or storyteller. People are looking for people who show up even though they have limiting belief, even though they are still struggling. It's all about, as Brendan Bachar says, role model leadership. You need to be a role model. Of course, I also like to sleep till late, but now that I've made it publicly, I have to wake up because I want to be role model. Yeah, one of my biggest fear is what if nobody shows up in this session. But then I change it. Even if nobody shows up, at least I am going to show up every day. So that's what you need to do. Even if nobody watches your video, you need to create the video. So I'm gonna highly suggest that you create the video right after this session because that will start reprogramming your mind that no, I have to find the perfect place, perfect opportunity, perfect circumstances. No, just start wherever you are. Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing, and I hope all of you got some great insight from today's session. We're gonna go now to the three affirmation that we do every day, and that will help again reprogram some of the limiting beliefs, some of the programming that has already been done to us for a long time. So let's start with, you're gonna see it on the screen, and I'm gonna speak once, and then we are going to repeat. So please unmute yourself. So the first affirmation is, I am becoming a stronger version of myself.
I am
Everyone, I
becoming a
am
stronger
I am
version of
becoming a
myself.
stronger version of myself.
awesome. Let's go to the second one. I release fear and embrace growth. Everyone,
I release
I
fear
release
and
fear
embrace
and
growth.
embrace growth.
awesome. And the last one, very powerful. Speak it from your heart and feel it inside. I honor my
I
voice
honor my
and my
voice.
story. Everyone.
I honor my
I
voice
honor
and
my
my
voice
story.
and my story.
Awesome story power to all of you. That was day 7 of Story Spark session, and we are going to continue tomorrow as well. So, see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day and an amazing week ahead. Take care, stay safe, and stay blessed. Thank you.